Welcome back. So mixed picture across most of the Asian markets. We have lots of stocks to watch. So let's straight away take it to the CNBC TV 18 list of top stocks to watch. Our team is standing by with all of the details. Lots of names to go over, guys. Morning to all of you. But first, the big, block that we're awaiting. Vodafone PLC looking to sell stake in Indus Towers. Nimesh, you were alerting us and it's finally happening.
Yeah, so finally it's happening. Vodafone PLC is going to sell 3% stake in Indus Tower via block deal. The price indication is up to 4% discount, but my sense is the deal will get executed in the block window today, which means it's a 1% discount. Now, in June, PLC had sold 18%, so technically it's a clean-out trade from Vodafone PLC as far as Indus Tower is concerned. The important to watch will be the proceeds. Now, we understand that officially 2,000 crores of this entire proceeds will be plowed back into Vodafone Idea, and Vodafone Idea then in turn will pay back to Indus Tower. The outstanding dues of Indus Tower from Vodafone Idea is close to 3,500 crores. Now, Citi believes that this money will be paid 2,000 crores, which is equivalent to 7 rupees per share. That would be paid out again by Indus Tower as a special dividend. So, Citi and most of the analysts now believe that the dividend yield for Indus Tower over to, on FY26 and FY27 can go up to as high as 6%. So, 6% dividend yield, outstanding dues getting cleared, a clean out trade. Looks like it's going to be a big positive for Indus Tower in the morning trade.
All right, Nimesh, got that. That's going to be the stock of the day, probably, Indus Towers. Let's find out about Vodafone Idea, though. Towards the end of the trading session, that as well did perk up a little bit. Rima, it's a positive read-through for them as well?
Yeah, a positive, but not a big positive. So first, the news. There is a board meeting scheduled on the 9th of December where they will consider a preferential issue of up to 2,000 crore rupees to one of the promoter entities. Now here, it's likely to be Vodafone PLC. So as Nimesh pointed out, the money that Vodafone PLC, which is the UK promoter, not Vodafone Idea, UK promoter, the telecom company, will be, raising some money via the Indus Tower stake sale. Part of it goes for reducing their debt, and close to about 2,000 crore rupees will be raised by by Vodafone PLC, which will be plowed back into Vodafone Idea, which in turn will be given to Indus Towers. So basically for Vodafone Idea, it's like a pass-through. They're getting money from one pocket, but they will have to give it out to Indus Towers from the other pocket. So in that sense, it's a neutral for Vodafone Idea. But the other way to look at it is at least the receivables that Vodafone Idea owed to Indus Towers comes down. So money doesn't go into Vodafone Idea for its own capex and organic growth, but it will help in bringing down the receivables owed by Vodafone Idea to Indus Towers. So that is a positive. Board meeting on 9th, pref issue of 2,000 crore rupees to one of the promoter entities. We understand that should be Vodafone PLC. So it's part of the same deal that Nimesh spoke about.
All right, and of course, the big one is going to be on AGR, right? No clarity on whether that will happen or not. That's 40,000 crores. We'll see, but we'll talk about all of this. Gaurav Malhotra of Axis Capital is going to be with us, and he's going to join us at 9 o'clock to discuss all of this. Now, Bharat Forge is the next one we want to focus on. There's a fundraising exercise. Abhishek is here with details. Abhishek, morning.
Morning, Prashant. So to begin with, Bharat Forge has launched a QIP. The indicative issue price is about 1,290 to 1,320 per share. As per the term sheet, the SEBI floor price is about 1,323.5 per share. So the indicative price shows that it is at a discount of more than 4% to 6.5% with respect to yesterday's closing price. The indicative issue size is about 1,650 crore, and the BRLM to this issue is Kotak Mahindra Capital as well as Morgan Stanley. Now, we also had North America November Class 8 truck orders, which shows that the total orders is down 9% YOY, and it's up 18% month on month. The North America Class 8 truck orders are at 11-month high. Class 8 truck orders for more than 30,000 has happened for the first time in 2024. So hence, Bharat Forge will be in focus. Back to you.
Okay, all right, got that. Abhishek, thanks very much. So Bharat Forge on our radar. Sudarshan's joining in. He's watching out for, I think, Hero MotoCorp and IGL. So good morning. What's the news?
Morning, Surbhi. So first, going with Hero MotoCorp, we continue to see launches in electric scooter segments, and recent one is Hero MotoCorp launching Vida V2 in 3 variants, and the price of base variant is sub 1 lakh rupees. Talk about some of the features. One, it has 5-year, 50,000 kilometer vehicle warranty. Also, battery pack is covered under a 3-year or 30,000 kilometer warranty, and it will have removable battery which will allow you to charge at your homes. Now, I have just tried to compare with two of its peers, Bajaj Chetak 2903 and Ola S1 Air. So first talking about the price of base variant is rupees 96,000. It's almost at the same price as Bajaj Chetak 2903, but it's rupees 10,000 lower than Ola S1 Air. Coming to the range, it's almost at the higher range if you compare with the peers, and range is 165 km. And even in the top speed, it is at the higher range if you compare with the peers. The second stock that will be in focus is IGL. It's going to consider bonus issue on December 10, and it's the first time this city gas company is considering the bonus issue, and also amongst all the city gas companies, IGL will be the first company to consider bonus issue. But these city gas companies have been in the focus for the last 1 month, as government had recently cut the APM gas allocation by almost 35% in 2 rounds.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot for that, Sudarshan. Well, let's hop across to Vinny. She's here with some more stocks in the news. Morning, Vinny.
Good morning. So let me start with some of the pharma names. We have Torrent Pharma that's going to be in focus. We're expecting a green year. Now, the company has entered into an agreement with Boehringer Ingelheim, which is one of the partners of the company. They were already working with them to market one of the brands. Now, they're acquiring 3 brands from the company. This is anti-diabetes brand. So this is going to be a positive coming in for the company. But do not forget that BI will be ending its patent sometime soon. So we'll be seeing other brands also and other companies also who will be tying up for similar reasons. As of now, the market share for one of these GLT-2 brands is around 3,200 crores altogether. So we're keeping an eye on that. It's going to be an interesting one for Torrent Pharma. Let's move on. Metropolis Health, we're expecting green here today on in trade as well. The company is scheduled to meet on December 9th. They will be discussing a preferential issue of equity shares. So keep an eye on that one. PG Electroplast, now the QIP has been launched for the company. They're going to be raising 1,500 crores. Issue price is around 690 to 699 rupees. So some bit of a discount versus yesterday's closing price. So because of that, we may see some bit of a fall coming in the stock because it's at a discount. It's an equity dilution of around 6.7% of the total equity. So keep an eye on that. And lastly, we have Unicommerce that's also in focus. Now, this is after the company has tied up with the Danish sportswear brand. And this is going to be the brand Will Hummel will be using the e-commerce operations of Unicommerce. So an important one to watch out for there, because Unicommerce in the recent analysis also highlighted that the sportswear and fitness category has done quite well. They've seen a 65% uptick in terms of orders during the Black Friday sale. So it's going to be an interesting one over there, and we're expecting green here.
All right, Vinny, thank you very much for that. And we'll keep an eye out on many of these stocks as we open up. Fusion Finance, stock's been absolutely bombed out, but Abhishek has got news flow. Abhishek, back to you.
Well, Prashant, as you mentioned, the stock has been bombed out. It's the worst performing MFI player that we have seen on exchanges. So over the last 6 months, the stock price is down more than 60% or nearly about 60% so from May to now. And it's also the only MFI player to report net loss for 2 consecutive quarters. So they have a board approval of fundraise of rupees 800 crore via right issue. Board has also approved a pref issue of up to 20% of this amount. So calculation shows that if they raise 800 crore at CMP, the CRAR, that is capital adequacy ratio, will increase to 31.7% from 24.4% that it was there at the end of Q2 FY25. The book value will decline by more than 34% to 164.5 per share, and net worth will increase to nearly 3,323 crores if they raise 800 crores at one go. Back to you.
Okay, all right. Got that. Abhishek, thanks very much. So lots of names over there to track. Let's quickly recap the list. In fact, the stocks to look at today, the ones that have positive news flow around them are Indus Towers, Vodafone Idea, Bharat Forge, Fusion Finance, Hero Moto, IGL, Torrent Pharma, Metropolis Healthcare, and Unicommerce eSolutions. The only stock with negative news flow around it is PG Electroplast, and that's because of fundraising, the QIP that they're likely to go with. Okay, but the big morning headline is that 100,000 mark has been conquered by the Bitcoin, and we have the Bitcoin and all commodity lady now joining in, Manisha Gupta on the phone line. Manisha, hi, what a morning. So what is it? Is it Paul Atkins at the SEC? Has that been the final trigger?
Oh, well, absolutely. You know, it was last week that we saw 99,640 of an
Yeah.
all-time high. So 100,000 was just inches away in that case. But yes, this perhaps has led to that final nudge for you to be trading above 100,000 at this point in time. But even more interesting, Surbhi, is that it's not just Bitcoin which is seeing higher gains. You know, earlier it used to be a thing that the money would move from one crypto to another crypto and stuff like that. But this time around, the money is coming across. So whether it's about Bitcoin, it's about altcoins, stable coins, meme coins, you have money flowing everywhere. It has been one big run that we've seen it across cryptocurrencies here. So if you look at Bitcoin is up 140% right now, but you have other altcoins which also have gained up anywhere between 200 to 400% in this year itself. So well, yes, this is one segment that the markets absolutely are trading very, very firm on.
Okay, all right. That's the big headline of the morning. And Manisha, once we touch base with you once again, we'll look at the other commodities as well and see what else to track beyond the Bitcoin today. But thank you for that quick synopsis. Bitcoin really moving higher. That's the big one today. We'll take a break on that note, come back on the other side, and we'll have Dipan Mehta of Elixir Equities joining in for some fundamental stock talk.